Melissa Domingo, and this is my 4th year at CCHS. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this behind-the-scenes view of our school as much as we've enjoyed making it. The parents, students, and staff here, we're family, and we count it a privilege to show you, our community, the lives that have and are being changed right here.
Being a student here means taking an active role in our education. We're not just given information, but we're also taught to think for ourselves. If you ask any of these students, they'll tell you that the teachers truly care about you, and they take the time to invest in our lives both academically and beyond the classroom.
Szia! Hogy vagy? Lívia vagyok. Being a foreign exchange student from Hungary, the culture differences really kept me from fitting in right away. I was really homesick in the first month. On one day, my teacher, Mrs. Higgins, noticed that I was really sad, and she took the time to ask if there was anything that she could do for me. We talked and she listened. From that day, I really began to grow here.
Growing up, my brother and I used to love playing dominoes. As a kid, we actually never played the classic game of dominoes. We would just set them up and knock them down and play that for hours upon end. It always fascinated me that one small push can cause all of the dominoes to fall over, one right after the other. And as I grew older, I realized the importance of that concept, that one small act could affect such great change. I saw this firsthand in my own life during my sophomore year in college. I returned home after I changed my major. Frustrated with even this, my new direction, I had a heart-to-heart talk with my mother, who asked me what it was I was most enthusiastic about. I responded, youth, math, and Jesus. Then David, she said, pursue what it is that God has given you a passion for. I returned to college knowing exactly what I wanted to do, teach high school math. It's amazing what happens when you're in the center of God's will. Doors open and people come alongside to encourage you. My Calculus 2 teacher showed me the importance of not just lecturing on the material, but also showing the students that you care. I made a decision that whoever and wherever I taught, that I would make it a priority, not just teach information, but to share passion. And today, I'm in my 5th year of teaching at CCHS. The responsibility of teaching young people, it's amazing. But like all the staff here, I take it seriously, knowing that just one word, just one more minute tutoring, or encouragement or care can make a huge difference in students. The greatest reward is seeing new students who had struggled with math overcome and succeed beyond what they thought was possible. I no longer want my students to be intimidated by that which at first they thought was too difficult. I want them to feel that little push from me to do their best so that it can affect the rest of their lives. I'm David Zacharias. I'm the head of math and discipleship at CCHS.
At CCHS, we're encouraged in our walk with Jesus. Whether we're on retreat with our friends, in the classrooms with our teachers, or here in chapel worshiping together.
This year, in an effort to understand various worldviews, we visited Cal Berkeley's campus to dialogue with other students about what they believe and why. Finding out other people's views, it opened my eyes and inspired me to know why I believe what I believe. This school is preparing me to be a light to those around me.
When I was 8 years old, I had the chance to plant some vegetables in our yard. For me, it was difficult yet fun to begin the watering and waiting process. As days turned into weeks, it seemed like the tomatoes, onions, and cucumbers would never come. But then one day, I began seeing the plants peeking through the soil. For a 3rd grader, the process seemed to take forever. But seeing those vegetables blossom, grow, and mature was memorable and worth it. As a freshman at CCHS, I was nervous about fitting in. My naturally shy personality became more like a protective shell. I thought I'd be more accepted the less people knew about me. However, I quickly found out that at this school, it's more like a family, and soon I started making a lot of new friends. I learned quickly that it's just easy to be myself, and the staff and students not only accepted me, but encouraged me to try new things. Soon, I was jumping in with both feet, taking part in volleyball, soccer, and softball, leading class projects, and even running for student council, where I was elected as a freshman representative. It seems like there's always an activity for us, a chance for us to get together after school or on the weekends to build relationships. The focus on God at this school has deepened my walk with Him. Chapel speakers often challenge me. I enjoy worshiping with my classmates, and my teachers give Christian perspectives in class every day. For me, this first year at CCHS has been a process, but incredible. I feel like I'm in the right place, and I'm looking forward to the next 3 years here. At CCHS, I'm growing, maturing, and now bearing real fruit. I'm Chelsea Yap, CCHS, class of 2012.
At Calvary Christian High School, we have the opportunity to participate in a variety of sports. But more importantly, we build character and teamwork.
Our school is all about expressing yourself through art, music, or drama. Though learning is fun, we're often encouraged to come out of our comfort zones and discover the talents we never realized we had.
Hi, my name is Jessica Lares, this year's student body president. Sure, we have sports, great academics, and love our performing arts program. But the reason why I am here is for the relationships. The teachers genuinely care about each student and want to see them succeed. The past 4 years here have been unbelievable, and I am certain that I will be able to face the challenges ahead of me.
Feeling lonely was nothing new to me. I grew up in a broken home where the person I called father was never really dad. The morning that I found out that every other kid in my Boy Scout troop was going to participate in the Pinewood Derby except for me, it was tough. I didn't have the tools, didn't have the person that could come alongside a 9-year-old boy and help him build a car. That's when one of the other Boy Scout leaders, Bob, offered his help. The night before was spent sawing, gluing, painting the best car I could ever imagine. Bob gave me the tools, explained how to use them, even had the patience to answer the questions that I had. The morning of the race, I had such conflicting feelings inside. I mean, on the one hand, I was nervous about how my car would do against veteran racers, but frankly, I was just really glad to be there. When the dust settled, I beat out most of the field and even took a trophy home. But the true victory wasn't on a racetrack. It was in the fact that someone who had nothing to gain would help a 9-year-old boy build a car and show him that he cared. By the end of my freshman year at CCHS, I had begun to discover the tools in me that others had seen all along. My drama teacher had cast me as the lead in a couple of roles as part of our musical review that year, and encouraged me to fervently pursue singing and acting from that point on. In class, my English teacher made literature and creative writing something that was fresh and alive, and showed us how words can and have changed the course of history. In my senior year, I was assisting leading worship in chapel, excelling in my studies, and even nabbed the lead role in Fiddler on the Roof. Graduation was an opportunity to thank my teachers, my coaches, classmates, everyone who had helped me develop the tools I needed to succeed in life. I was offered a music and academic scholarship to Azusa Pacific University, where I participate in drama, intramural basketball, music, while I pursue a degree in English and creative writing. I know that I've become the person I am today because God surrounded me with teachers and staff at CCHS who cared enough to equip and encourage me. I am Peter Tversnick, CCHS, class of 2005.
We thank God for people like you that make our school possible.
Your participation encourages us to push on and succeed. Thanks.
Thanks for giving me this great opportunity.
Thanks for investing in our school, our community, and me.
Thanks for sharing the vision here.
My life has been changed because of the friendships I've made at this school in Christ.
Your support will help us and future students reach our goals.
Your investment has given me a chance to be in a place where I feel I belong. Thanks.
You've never met me, but you've benefited my life for an eternity. Thanks.